man come and in a mass and sitting and tell me for come out a blood clot place. That fuck up my meds. Cause me I say, it could have worse. Me could have threw a buckle boom in a hole.
Another popular TikToker fatally shot and killed in Westmoreland. Also making today's exclusive update, police probing the death of a teen motorcyclist in St. Elizabeth. And we also have making today's exclusive update, 2 men fatally shot in daylight attack on Fairfield Avenue, St. Andrew. And we also have the police seeking men after an AR-15 and ammunition were seized in Papine, St. Andrew. So before we get no further in detail in these exclusive, which I'm quite sure you guys are going to want to stay tuned for, but just to kindly emphasize that you guys are smashing up that thumbs up button, bearing in mind how important that is to the movement over here at Common Sense, the place to be for the latest and the factual news updates only. So remember now, the faster we get the thumbs up button past 1,000 likes, it's going to be the quicker YouTube automatically rank and recommend these videos within its algorithm and push it out to more law-abiding citizens so they could get the updates needed to better protect themselves and their loved ones from these criminal rugrats, likewise these criminal activities. Remember the golden rule now, more people, which is to press that red subscribe button down below, press the bell beside it, and press all so that as we drop our next factual exclusive, you guys will be one of the first to receive it. And remember to share your individual thoughts within the comment section, and I personally will be responding to those comments. So now let's get more in detail in today's exclusive, which is stating that another TikToker allegedly has been taken down by criminal elements down there in the Westmoreland region. And as you see that photo you see on the profile or the thumbnail should say, people, you guys supposed to see the identical look of that man and the TikTok boss. People were running with it. People were speculating that TikTok boss has unfortunately passed away by the hands of criminal elements he was taken out. But after Common Sense did his in detail research, we do in-depth research and confirm it that this is not TikTok boss. This is actually a man who actually look like TikTok boss, and me not go around the kind of people. This could have trick anybody for real, because that person on the thumbnail wanna see and that person wanna see floating in the background, that man favorite TikTok boss gone to bed, brother. But at the end of the day, we did research and found out that this is not TikTok boss. It is an unidentified man who was killed by criminal rugrats down there in some Westmoreland community people. And as I say, this just goes as far as we show. We say, yeah, at the end of the day, the people who was running with TikTok boss being unalive, maybe they were just trying to bring forth awareness so that if anybody have any idea if it was really and truly TikTok boss, they wanted to confirm it. Now we are out here confirming that it is not TikTok boss indeed, but yet still a young man has been killed. And at the end of the day, as I say, the police officers them have to just pep up them step down there in the western parishes, because as I say, the killing, the crime and the violence, it turn up on a different level from a start from Trelawney go straight back to Westmoreland. So we need some more better policing to take place down in a them parish there, because as I say, people, it is an ongoing case of crime and violence within our Jamaican society, where these criminal elements, these criminal rugrats tend to feel like them are God. Them tend to feel like say them through them a fire two gun, through them a make two money, them feel like say yo, all power is within their hand. But we're gonna just emphasize and encourage the community members who have any information could lead to the criminal elements who unalive this young man who them say he is TikTok boss look alike. Yeah man, my people, more want to share them information with the police officers are the necessary paternities, so we can get these criminal elements totally eradicated out of our Jamaican society. Because you see the same way how them deal with the young youth, yeah, you see them way how you see them unalive him and it is unannounced, nobody now say nothing, everybody more down at the ground. I see them so them can unalive anyone and out there watch this vlog right now, and the same treatment go get. You understand, man, we are just a walk and kill people and not show no remorse, not have no heart. Them man are not sorry whether you are the baby on the breast, you are the old woman or the old man, we walk with stick. Find them get a chance to analyze you, or you give them a reason to. Brother, me I tell you, them are going to take you out and them not care. So that's why when I've been here, Common Sense come over here and emphasize that all of my supporters, them over here, depend them P's and them Q's. Make sure uno not be no accessory to crime, meaning say make sure say uno not have the dirty criminal rugrat them and hide and protect them, because them only use uno for them safety up until them no need uno no more them get rid of you because them feel like say you know too much things against them where you can go inform to the police and become a key witness against them. So people who have wise, people who have smart and beware of these dirty criminal rugrats. As I just say, over here the movement at Common Sense, our main motive, our main mission is to take back our Jamaican society from these dirty criminal rugrats. As I said, they want to ravage, they want to plague, they want to destroy our communities, they want to destroy our country, they want to destroy even the youths, them the future's mentality, because they want the little youth them feel like if you become a bad man, if you become a gunman, if you become a criminal is the in thing, which as I say, that not have no more than paying you death or jailhouse. That is the two pay where you get to being involved in criminal activities or crime and violence. It's either you end up at the morgue or you end up behind a bars or you end up after run from police and same bad man at the same time. So it's an uncomfortable life, which me sure no enough of them youth now go can manage, now go can handle. So the best advice, common sense for them youth nowadays youth, you take up on a book if you're not in a school. If you're not in a school or you left school, try get a trade, try find a way to make a legal and a lawful way of income so you can help on yourself and help on your local family when you do make a family if you get the chance to make a family. Because to all me see the world around, to all me see Jamaican society around, them local youth are dead from them reaching them teens coming up. You can expect to hear say a local youth dead because what them a get mixed up and them a get led astray by these criminal rugrats who, as I said, we just a pray for the DNM there, the police officers them get rid of majority of these criminal elements because them serves no purpose. At the same time, know we not go too elaborate on that one update. We have more exclusive which you guys are waiting and patiently, so we're gonna just jump more in detail in the other exclusive, which is stating that the police are probing the death of a teen motorcyclist in St. Elizabeth. So the news reaching Common Sense Online is stating that the police in St. Elizabeth are probing the death of a 16-year-old boy who died from injuries sustained after the motorcycle he was driving reportedly hit a pothole. Also, the deceased has been identified by police as Sanjir Seaton of Mountainside in the parish. The police reported that about 11:30 p.m. on February the 6th, Seaton was riding a motorcycle in the Pedro Plains district when, upon reaching a section of roadway in the vicinity of Richpen, he lost control of the bike after hitting a pothole. The motorcycle crash causing the teen to sustain severe injuries. He was taken to the Black River Hospital where he later succumbed while undergoing treatment. The Pedro Plain police are now investigating that circumstance. So basically, people, this young man, 16-year-old, was just driving a little motorcycle in his community. Enough people are going to say common sense. Him a 16-year-old and him see how bike do people. So film parents, them careless, them should not allow them 16-year-old pitney to ride up and down on bike. And them know say truck man, bike man, car man not like. Car man not like, bike man neither. You understand, people, them not agree. So right now, as I said, this is just another case of misfortune because, as I said, it's a patrol them claim say cost this little juvenile's life. It is stated that he was riding in the Pedro Plain area in the mountainside community down there in St. Elizabeth where his bike hit a pothole. He fell from the bike where he sustained multiple severe injuries. Later, he was rushed to the Black River Hospital where he was later pronounced dead after he was undergoing treatment. People, it is very sad, and we just want to take the time out to say our condolences to this young man's family because in this time we know they must be grieving. 16-year-old, this youth has a whole life ahead of him, a whole future ahead of him, different from him being a 16-year-old riding bike, multi-talented. He also has his schoolwork to do, he also has academic to pre, and we don't know how good he was doing at school, but nonetheless he had a bright future ahead of him. Unfortunately, his life was taken from him by the hands of this dirty bike. You understand, my granny always tell me say bike has something when I don't make, so if you stay far from it, and I hope sorry say this little boy never have nobody to encourage him to leave this little evil instrument alone, because as I say enough youth life miss the bike take youth with bright future. You understand? I hope this be an example to enough of the other youths, them even adults out there knowing that the bike thing not to work in Jamaica. Overall bike thing is just not safe. You see me, people? So at the same time, we just want to say condolences to this young man, Sanjir Seaton's family. Yeah, man, our condolences. And at the same time, we're going to jump more in detail in some of the more important, and not saying more important, but more update, more entertaining update, which is stating that the police is seeking men after an AR-15 and ammunition seized in Papi in St. Andrew. So the news reaching us over here at Common Sense Online now, more people, which is stating that police is now seeking men after an AR-15 and ammunition were seized in Papi in St. Andrew. So the news reaching us over here at Common Sense Online is stating that the police are searching for two men who dropped a bag containing an AR-15 submachine firearm and two loaded magazines while fleeing from cops in Papin, St. Andrew on Saturday. Reports from the Alpha 3 Criminal Investigation Branch CIB are that about 12:30 a.m., police were on patrol in the area when they observed two men behaving in a manner that aroused suspicion. Upon the approach of the lawmen, both men fled and the police gave chase. During the pursuit, the men reportedly dropped a black backpack containing an AR-15 submachine firearm along with two magazines holding 49mm rounds of ammunition. It is stating that the investigation is now ongoing in order for the police to find these two perpetrators who fell this bag fell from or they discarded this bag. So basically these criminal elements see the police after them have an illegal contraband people, and as of me I say, it's just the good grace of God. Them better sleep on the same side with them sleep on. Because me I tell you say I shut eye country them two boy off there. Who fi tell if them two boy and the AR-15 go up on a work to go kill innocent people, whether the people them where them go kill, hurt or rob are innocent or not. They have no right to go about going about with this illegal firearm, being tyranny, raining tyranny on people. You understand? Being a plague to society. So as I say, sorry, say the police them never catch you. Worse when them catch you with this big pie, them go just lick on your head and get rid of out of society for good once and for all. Because as me say, criminal elements like uno see them one turn pan the normal law abiding citizens them and turn a menace to society. So as I said, we just emphasize the St. Andrew police them from up there in the Papin area, just do them in detail investigation. Anybody who have heard anything about that incident where the police run down the boy them down there in Papin and the AR-15 drop and the bag with the magazine, anybody know who them bag the drop from down there in Papin, me need to go to the police officers them and inform them, make them know them two criminal elements were who, so them can do the necessary and get rid of these criminal elements out of our society. Because of them same one astray the youth them meds, of them same one I turn the gun them from the innocent people, of them same one I spill all of the blood. So for once and for all, we need some help from the community members down there in Papin in getting rid of these two criminal elements who the police, as I said, the police them does know say them miss it by the skin of them teeth, because the police them did go mess them up, you see. Yeah man, my people, at the same time, I want to share individual thoughts pertaining to these incidents. Yeah man, as I say, I want to feel with all of this crime and violent situation taking over our Jamaican society. You see me, because these criminal elements, as I said, them not have no heart, and bear it in mind, say, me tell uno this, if uno buck up in a criminal elements like them, remember me tell uno not live to see a next day, shut eye country now miss uno. So if uno feel like say protecting them is going to save uno make a sad mistake, the right thing and the proper thing to do is to inform the police officers about these criminal activities, these criminal roadblocks and their whereabouts, so the police officers them can do the necessary and totally eradicate them from within our Jamaican society. Because as me say, we want if we can sleep with the door and window them up, we want if we can sleep and go through community peacefully without even thinking of any casualty or any mishap are going to take place. At the same time, we're going to get in detail in the exclusive of all exclusives, which you guys have been waiting on patiently, which is stating that two men was fatally shot in daylight attack on Fairfield Avenue, St. Andrew. So the news reaching Common Sense over here is stating that a shooting incident along Fairfield Avenue in St. Andrew on Tuesday afternoon left two men dead following a targeted gun attack. The victims have been identified as Tyrese Mackenzie, also known as City Post, and Josh Harvey, otherwise called Josh. Police reports indicate that at approximately 4:25 p.m., both men were standing along the roadway near a motor vehicle car which was parked a short distance from a garage. A silver Toyota Probox was seen traveling along the avenue, turning back and then stopping nearby. An armed man reportedly exited the vehicle and opened fire in their direction. Investigators said the two men tried to escape. Mackenzie was shot along the roadway, while Harvey ran into a nearby garage where he was pursued and shot. The attacker then left the scene in a waiting vehicle. Law enforcement officers responded to the incident and found both victims suffering from gunshot wounds to the upper body. They were transported for medical attention and later pronounced dead. The St. Andrew South Police Division is continuing their investigations into the incident. Records indicate the division had reported 5 murders up to the end of January. So basically, people, this murder rate rise to 7 down there in the St. Andrew area. And as I may say, these two you may not know what they mix up in. As we say, we know St. Andrew and the Kingston area is a violent plague area where gangs have a lot of role to play in these youths' life. And as I may say, people, we don't know if a gang violence cost them 2 warrior, you have to lose them life. But at the end of the day, from your mix up, you go get fixed up. And at the end of the day, these criminal elements who come and take this local youth, them two local youth alive, as me and say, uno they come. Because we left uno to phone friend or the police force, because me know when the police them do them in detail investigation and find out which fraction of gang this vibes is coming from, which fraction of gang them think did the shooting, and them pinpoint a specific suspect. Me know deep down in my heart say uno go get totally eradicated. Worse common sense over here and influence them, make them know that these criminal elements should be totally eradicated from out of our Jamaican society, because them not have no specific part to play more than to tear down the society, you see me? So at the same time, uno know that from uno hear the voice, common sense forward up with a quick and factual exclusive, just to give you guys a brief insight on what is taking place in our Jamaican society with our entertainers, likewise with the criminal activities that has been plaguing our society. So at the same time, I just got to emphasize that if you guys haven't smashed up that thumbs up button as yet, bearing in mind how important it is, remember the faster we get the thumbs up past 1,000 likes quick and fast will be, the faster YouTube will automatically rank and recommend the videos and push it out to more law-abiding citizens, so they could get these updates needed to better protect themselves and their loved ones from these criminal regrets, likewise these criminal activities. Remember now the golden rule, which is to press that red subscribe button down below, press the bell beside it, and press all, so that as me upon X Factor exclusive, you guys be one of the first to receive it. Remember to share a thought in the comment section, and I personally will be responding to those comments. Remember to tell a friend that it's over here at Common Sense is the place to be for the latest and the factual news updates within our Jamaican society and within our region. So remember now, people, to stay safe, stay blessed. Once more again, you're hearing from your host Common Sense. Yeah man, my people, enough respect. I'm out.